Just gonna be straight up with you. I know that the Bulls got that lead down some before we went into the half. They're only down by 5. But I tell you what's most concerning about this game to me is that Anthony Edwards, only played 8 minutes in this game. And by the way, before we do anything else, prayers up to Anthony Edwards. Hopefully he's gonna be good. But the Bulls have looked like shit. Even in I don't like the defense we're playing right now. I don't like the energy around the team right now. Like I said, shout out to them getting the lead down to 5. But right now, I ain't feeling too good about this game. Now, the Bulls defense just hasn't been to the level that I think we have come accustomed to since the second half of the season. But they got to get some stuff in today. They got to fix it, man. I'm glad that Anthony Edwards isn't too hurt, but you let I looked up at one point, we were down by 3. Next thing we were down by 11. I'm like, what happened? Right? The Bulls need to play better defense. They need to fight through screens a little bit better. They're losing the simple things right now. We need this team to fix those areas of the game. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's always tough watching this team. Shout out to Vooch, DeMar, and Zach all being in double digits. 4 points from Caruso and Beverly. 4 points from Patrick Williams off the bench. He's only taken 1 shot, though. But we got some things to work on, man. Patrick Williams, again, leading the team in box plus minus. Bulls shooting the ball. Overall, okay. 21 of 43 for 48% from the field. 11 assists on 21 made baskets is cool. 5 turnovers in that first half. We just got to tighten up. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those weird games, right? But we got to fix it, man. We got to fix some things with this. We got to hit our shots a little bit better. We got to go through our progressions. And we got to play better defense. Anthony Edwards was out of this game, right? And the fact that it's just, don't get me wrong, the Minnesota Timberwolves have more wins than the Bulls for a reason, but they're still a 500 team, right? And when you lose your best player, the Bulls should be able to play better than what's happening in this game. Just frustrating. That's what it is. This is just a frustrating performance from the Chicago Bulls. And this is why I said that I don't necessarily have the most faith in this team to be able to make the play-in, is because games like this is a game in which the Minnesota Timberwolves lost their best player, and we can't even take the lead. We were down by double digits. And don't get me wrong, the Minnesota Timberwolves are still a damn solid team, but come on, man. That's if you can't execute like that, it's going to be some damn problems. And we need this team to figure their shit out, period. Let's go ahead and get into the chat. JGRG says, Zach hits the most difficult shots with ease. Yeah, when he's rocking and rolling, Zach's offense looks amazing. Feeling so sick and tired of this team as a whole because Nikola Vucevic has nobody who can guard him, but yet Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan play isolation. Well, I wouldn't say that they have nobody who can guard him. Rudy Gobert can absolutely, and Naz Reid can absolutely give Nikola Vucevic fits. But I like the way Vooch is. I like some of the ways that he's playing, but like you said, they aren't necessarily going to him. He does have 10 shots. He's 5 of 10 from the field. He's only taken 1 3-pointer, which is good, but we need Vooch to go to work. Simba, the defensive plan went completely to shit after Anthony went down. It's crazy. Vooch is playing inspired. He's hustling. But Vooch has been the most consistent player all season. If there was any game that God is telling us he wants us to win, it's this one, but it seems to me like this team just doesn't want to win. And that's the biggest concern from this team, man. That's the biggest concern from this team, is that if you can't take advantage of times like this, what is going on? Don't like the energy the Bulls are playing with. If Anthony Edwards isn't going to come back, we have to take advantage and win this game. Yoslin, you're 100% correct. 100% on point with that. They got to. Butter Biscuit says, Io is fried like Alana. Permanently fried. Permanently fried. Alana lives in a permanent state of being hot. Bro, if we get beat by a 2-3 zone again with Minnesota G League, bro. And that points in large part the coaching, large part the players hitting shot. Come on, bro. This team is so effing frustrating. It's just a frustrating team. Faith Monique McCoy says, absolutely no sense of urgency. We look sluggish out there. Man alive. Do we want to win or not? Faith, a great point made by you there. It's so hard to get a read on this team because even in the last game against the Kings, they played with some heart down the stretch, Faith. And now they're just not looking like they just don't give a damn. Like this team needs a heart transplant this offseason. A big ass heart transplant. Get everybody up out of there. We need a team full of Pat Beverly, which I'm sure Billy Donovan's going to try to start Patrick Beverly at center at some point. We got some work that we need to do, man. This team I'm so tired of being disappointed in this team. Alana says, I'm going to the movies, gang. Hopefully I'll be back by the time we lose. First, I got to question how much of a Bulls fan Alana really is. Do y'all notice Alana never finishes a full game? She either falls asleep. She either got something going. Sit your ass down and watch the game. We need your energy, Alana. Listen, we need your energy. We need it. Nah, hopefully you enjoy the movie, Alana. Yo, I told y'all before, I only rock with the Bulls and my Wolves, so I'm hoping for a nail biter, but I'm just mad and sad. F injuries. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything. I was worried that it was going to be something, because it was no contact, that it was going to be something a little bit more severe. It doesn't seem like it's going to be, though. If I'm Patrick Williams, I'm going to say F it and go ahead and take over, because this seems like a game where he could definitely score a lot of points. Listen, what makes you think that Billy Donovan is going to leave Patrick Williams in the game long enough for Patrick Williams to say, F it, I'm just going to go do what I want? What makes you think that? Where do you have the faith in head coach, gum chewing, weird hairline having ass Billy Donovan that he is going to do anything like that? I just want to know. I hope the Bulls can get out of this slump and just put the effort to win games for the rest of the season. Listen, I hope that you're right, Immortal Beast. I really hope that you are. Butter Biscuit says, I was thinking if we don't make the playoffs, I'm leaning towards blowing it up versus a retool. Well, it doesn't matter what you're leaning towards. I love you, brother. It doesn't matter what any of us are leaning towards. AK is not blowing this roster up. I highly doubt it. Laugh my ass off. I'm busy, but thanks. I try my best to be here, but priorities. Listen, you always show up to support me. So listen, I like that you got all love for me from now on. I'm serious, Nikola Vucevic. If you decide to leave this season, I wouldn't blame you, because nobody goes to you when you were clearly fired. Listen, Shay, we know you're the king of the Nikola Vucevic fan club, and this season you've earned it. Like, he's been balling this season. So yeah, if Ant-Man is out, Parlay is shot. That's funny. I hate to hear that for you, bro. P-Will got another 10, 24 minutes to play. That's funny. Man, let Mo Cheeks come over. First of all, Cheeks is Cheeks. Like, so no. Like it's in the name. We're gonna be Cheeks with Mo Cheeks as well. If anybody takes over, it's gonna be Chris Fleming. Do you remember the scene from Dead's Presidents where Cuddy gave Shorty them notes and Anthony had that look in his face? Yeah, that's how the Bulls look on the court tonight. That's crazy. That's tough, man. That's tough. Down goes Purdue #1. Really? I'm so ingrained in this game. I ain't paying. Like, I hate that the Bulls really affect my emotions, man. Because it's just like watching this team is like, I would almost rather. Never mind. What I was about to say would have definitely got me canceled and got this channel shut down. So let me shut up. This team's just frustrating the holy hell out of me. Oh, man, this team, fam. The team that we decided to root for. How bad do you think Mo Cheeks got roasted in middle school? Oh, bro, if I went to school with somebody and their last name was Cheeks, bro, like, literally, they would have had to kick me. I would have been in ISS all the time. Like, I just would have been. Like, I went to somebody, his name was Justin Case. That was his name, Justin Case. And I roasted that man so bad from elementary school to middle school that he hated me. Because I'm just like, oh, just in case. Just in case. Just in case is in this motherfucker. Like, oh, your mama, just in case your mama want to come through, you know how I go. He literally hated me. He hated me. You would think they would watch film so they don't F up the same way with every game in and game out. Listen, it's coaching. That's the type of thing with coaching, man. It's not about them watching game. Billy Donovan's like, yeah, man, we're going to run the same game plan. Coach, the last time we did this game, the game plan against the zone defense, we lost by 42. Don't worry about it. The averages will eventually average out. Eventually, we're going to win one of these games. We're just going to keep doing the same thing. Coach, you sure you want us to do the same thing? It seems like the league has figured it out. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just
matter of fact, just do the same thing but slower. That's what we're going to do. We're going to move so slow that then we're going to get a wide open shot because we're moving so slow and they're not going to know what we're doing. That's what we're going to do. That's the game plan. That's the scheme. Zach LaVine sitting there like,
Coach, are you sure you want us to run the same thing but slower?
Yeah, Zach, that's exactly what we want you to do. Run the same thing but slower. That's exactly what you want to do.
Come on, fam. You got to get your life together. You got to get your life together. Coach can't make dudes shoot and make a but that's not what we're talking about, Tony. And that's why a lot of basketball fans don't understand the importance of coaching. And yes, a coach can't make you shoot, but a coach can put you in good situations. You know, one thing that we're not doing, we're not using players to the best of their skill and ability. We're not. Period. Nikola Vucevic is a big that can score down low and can pass and operate. He has high basketball IQ. You know what we do? We don't use that skill set of Vooch. Patrick Williams is a point forward who can definitely do some ball handling, run an offense, can shoot. Our best three-point shooter by percentages, we run 0 plays for him. Zach LaVine is the best catch-and-shoot player, well, top 5 catch-and-shoot players in the NBA by percentages. We run less than 5% of the plays for Zach LaVine are catch-and-shoots. So you know what? We're not saying that he can make people make shots, but you know what a coach's job is? Is to put players in the best situations to do things. Billy Donovan doesn't do that. Billy Donovan's coaching style does not put players or use players to the skill set that they have. And that is the problem with Billy Donovan as a coach. That's the problem. So it's ridiculous. And I saw Josh Bishop saying that I can't roll. Like, first of all, he must be new. Don't be a victim because Petty Roosevelt will come for you. But I'm going to leave that at that. But with that said, like, it's just, you can't. You can't. Like, Billy Donovan is a terrible X's and O's coach. And when you don't empower your players, when you don't develop your players, how do you expect a player to go out and be prepared in crunch time to do something when you don't use them when they're playing well and we got the lead? It's terrible. It's terrible. Billy Donovan is not a good coach. It's not. So and his schemes and all that shit, it's bad, bro. It's bad. The X's and O's part of it, and that's not to say the players don't absolutely have a part in it too, because they do. They do. They have their own faults. Not everything is Billy Donovan's fault. But when you are the head coach of a basketball team that's struggling, your job is to try to at least use the player. If you go down with the sinking ship, but you bet on your players and you put them in the right situation, you're just like, hey, we just didn't have the skill to do it. Cool. That's your job as a head coach. You know what Billy Donovan doesn't do? Billy Donovan he runs a scheme that's like he literally read one book and that's all he knows. That's it. That's all he knows. It's just like somebody who literally still plays the recorder and never learned how to play an actual instrument. That's Billy Donovan's coaching philosophy. He plays the recorder. He never learned how to play a flute, a violin, a drum, a piano, nothing. He plays the recorder. You know what a recorder is? That's the bare fucking minimum you can learn to get a music credit. That's what Billy Donovan is as a head coach. But all right, the game's back on. I'll be back here, post-game show. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.